I'm going to quickly give you 2 reviews today. I've had a parcel come from a company called Sabrent, and they contacted me about a month ago asking me if, to agree what kind of products I'd review for them, and they've sent me 4 products. The first 2 are very pretty, but we'll cover them another day. But the second 2 are more mundane, but there's something that's quite important for everybody. USB cables. I've got a 10-foot and a 6-foot. They're both listed as active. Okay. That doesn't mean that there's a power supply on them. In fact, it says power supply not required. What this means is that they repeat the data. So the voltage will drop off over time through natural resistance of the wire itself. But before we open them, let's just read the back. Both of them say the same. USB-A male to USB-A female connectors, durable ABS PVC cable material, supports USB 3 transfer speeds of up to 5 gigabits. Now, I've got a USB 3 hub right here. It's plugged into my machine. What I'm going to do is plug these in and see if I can talk to a USB 3 item. And do you know what? I've started the stream too early and I don't actually have my USB 3 stick. Wait there. Ah, they're here. This is what happens when you don't plan ahead. I thought I had. There we go. This is a USB 3 memory stick. It's a Data Traveler, Kingston Data Traveler. It's a 16 gigabyte USB 3 device. Pretty good itself, so I've used them before, I know they work. And I'm going to transfer to them, if I open a folder here, I have got some ISO files. Big, large, single size files. I'll just let my hard drive wake up, there it is. So we've got some ISO files here to transfer. VMs, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, so I've got all that kind of stuff in the background. You won't see that on the screen unless I move it to this bottom left area, which I might very well do as it starts to copy. I've got nothing special. There are no special copiers on my machine. It's just going to be Windows doing the job. So yeah, here's the bag. They're nice. They're nice bags. It's a cardboard topper that doesn't want to come undone. Safety first with knives, guys. I'm about to use a knife to get this open. Well, a crafting knife at least. It is tough. It does not want to undo. There we go. It's because the bag goes all the way to the top, so I'm just going to cut the bag. I've cut the bag. I wanted to open the bag and keep it done. So yeah, really nice piece of paper. Having difficulties installing this product, Sabrent is here to help. So a nice little card in there with it. Just put that in the bin. Here's the cable. First impressions. It's a rubber cable. So we have Sabrent embossed on the both ends. They feel okay. I mean, they are plastic. They don't feel bad. Let's take the cable ties off and have a look. I have a tape measure. We will be checking this out. There's only a 3-meter tape measure, so no, we should be okay. There we go. So just 2 cable ties, which I'll keep so I can tie it back up. This is the 10-foot variant. Now, the reason I'm opening the 10-foot variant first is it's longer, so its data integrity is going to be more important. First impressions are, it feels quite nice. It doesn't unravel flat. It keeps the coil a little bit. But that feels okay. It feels nice and chunky. I don't know if it's shielded. I have some strong magnets here. The magnets aren't really a good test, but I have some neodymium magnets to try on it, and they are definitely USB 3. What I will say is, can you look at that, the female? And this bottom looks a little bit curved, a little bit convex. So let's plug this into my USB 3 hub, which is an Amazon Basics USB 3 hub. It's nothing special. It is a powered hub. It's plugged in. Nothing's noticed that. So let's see if over a 10-foot cable this now gets picked up. Let's put it in the right way up. That's pretty disappointing. Okay, let's plug the USB stick directly into the hub. Maybe I'm using a dead stick. Or maybe that's sucking all the power. No, it's not happy. I know the hub's okay because I'm using this camera through it. Let's try this other hub. This is a USB 3 hub as well. Ah, that found it. Oh, okay. Have I got a bad port? I've got a bad test going on here, guys. It might be my kit. Wait a second. It's my kit. Yeah. Let's try this cable in my other hub, which is fine. It got there. So we're talking to this stick. And let's start copying. How much space have I got on this stick? I got 5 gigabytes free. How big's that? 1.3 gigabytes. So I'm bringing this into view. This is an ISO of Windows XP. I'm getting 138 megabytes a second. I mean, that's not bad at all across 10 feet of USB cable. That's 10 feet of cable, and it's all just curled up here in my lap. That worked fine. That was nice and high speed. Now, so what I've got here is an Amazon Basics hub, and I've got a generic unbranded $4.99 USB 3 hub from China. The USB 3 hub worked fine. The Amazon Basics hub didn't work. But I have this camera, my phone, and this light that I use plugged into it. So I may have been sucking up, but it's a powered hub. So I'm a bit confused by that. And that's taking its time finishing. So it's transferred most of the file, but it's taking its time to finish the... It's calculating. Whatever Windows means by calculating, it is calculating. The source drive, by the way, is an SSD able to do 6 gigabits per second on my machine, so we're not bottlenecking it at the PC end. It's definitely taking its time. While that's thinking about it, I'm going to unbox the other, or unbag the other cable. So it is the same, it is just shorter. So we're just going to slice through that. Again, guys, always safety first. Put your protection back on your opening device, whatever it may be. If you're younger and you need help opening the bag and you need something sharp, because these do need something sharp, get an adult to help you. Don't ask me, because I don't know. I'm not at your house. There we go. 2 cable ties like the other one. Initial impressions are this is the 10-foot one. This is the 6-foot one. This 6-foot one feels a bit softer. It may be completely my imagination. It feels more matte. The cable outer feels more matte. It may just be the batch. It may be nothing. They both feel nice. They both feel the same. They feel very nice quality products. The tips. Now I'm going to bend this. I'm going to probably break it. You can bend them, but bending that over 90 degrees, and this connector is already showing the strain. It is already showing, and it's deformed the shape. Look at the. Can you see the bulge? I don't know if you can see it very well. There is actually a bulge there now. The connector didn't like that. Let's do this one. Watch. Do it live. This is the kind of horrible punishment of, say, jamming it against something. You'd probably never do that. 90 degrees is more than enough for everything, and you can get right up to the unit there. I would perhaps hot glue this to the edge of the desk and plug that into something distantly away to use it that way. Feeding the wire wherever I wanted it. It's quite a good idea for this. It's quite a nice cap end to do that with. You've got Sabrent and embossed in both sides. That's okay. That copy is still doing whatever Windows is doing. I don't think that's the cable, folks. So what I will do is hit cancel, close you off, and I will pull the memory stick out the end, and I will put this cable in to the same hub. I'm not going to unplug the other one. It's a hub after all. I've got plenty of ports here. So this is the 6-foot cable. This is nearly all of it in my hand here. And which way round? That way round. It picked it up. A little bit of a delay, but that might be because of other stuff. Device was not successfully installed. Second time round, it has got it. Look, it has got the device, and it is the same stuff as before. So let's just try that again. It feels very firm. This feels very positive to get it in. That is not going to come out of there easily. I'm pulling it out actively. This isn't as concave as the other one either, so it's not a bend in it. It's fine. I am amazed that the 10-foot one worked. I need to work out what's up with my hub. That worked really well. This is the 6-foot one. Let's just remeasure it. Let's hope they weren't expecting me to do this. And it's 5'8". It's not 6 feet. That is 6 feet. It's 5'8". So it's 4 inches short. That's 4 inches short. That's a degree of tolerance I would question. That's not 6 feet. I may ask them about that. So Brent, I may be coming your way to ask you about that. So let's put that one aside. Let's measure the 10-foot one. If this one comes out at like 9 feet, it's a bit 4 inches shy over 6 feet. This could be 6 inches shy perhaps. And that was including the connector. Look, I'm starting at the connector. I'm not cheating. We carry on. That's 4 feet. 8 feet. Oh, running out of space. Ah. Okay, let's put my finger there. That's 8 feet. Too much mess. Okay, 8 feet. From the 8 feet mark, 9 feet, 10 feet, 10 foot 1 inch. So the 10 foot one's fine. It's 10 feet 1 inch. So that's 10 feet 1 inches as opposed to 5 feet 8 inches. So the tolerance there is not fantastic. So I'll ask them about the 6 foot one because it's quite patently not 6 feet. Well, I'm winding this back up the way it came out, and it's winding up okay. It is unwieldy. It is a big long cable, but it's fine and it does work. What could I possibly put this to use for? Well, I actually downstairs have my NAS in one corner over there, and it's right close to an external wall, which is, it's got a damp problem. So I could easily move this all the way along the skirting board to the other side of the room, away from damp problem. That is certainly an option for this. I'm quite impressed by it. I am impressed that they both worked and worked so well. I'm a bit annoyed that my hub's broken. It was my hub, not these cables. They've stood up to that bit of punishment I put them into, but they have, I mean, that end has now definitely got a kink in it. But it's not a big deal. It still worked. It worked fine. The ends feel very positive in their use. Very well connected, very well put together, I think. And they're nice and chunky. They're not, I've got one here, look. This is a completely other thing. That is just nothing. Even it being pressed in there feels quite positive. And it's completely lacking the upper shield. These are really nice connectors. That feels really nice. Very impressed with this. This would easily allow me to put my main PC, which is under the desk here, all the way over there, and still be able to run everything back to it. I mean, I could put this in the cupboard, the PC in the cupboard, and run the air conditioner to properly overclock this. This opens up an avenue of connectivity for my keyboards, my mouse, my hub, my joystick that I didn't think of before. I didn't think that this kind of quality and distance was possible. I mean, I remember USB repeaters after a couple of meters on USB 1.1. This works well. I'm impressed. I'm not going to crack the ends of them open and look at what they actually do. I'm sure Sabrent's own website have lots of information about that. And to find them, Google is your friend, Sabrent, S-A-B-R-E-N-T. I believe it's up there. Thanks for watching, guys. I will leave you all in peace. Bye-bye.